So Shaquille O'Neal once again brings up Dwight Howard in an interview. And it really doesn't go left, but I do actually have Dwight Howard's response to this as well. Let's get into it. Here on this Mitchell Report, we got to talk about Dwight Howard and Shaquille O'Neal once again. So Shaquille O'Neal, he joins Trae Young podcast, and Dwight Howard names come up yet again.
Do you think there's a reason why the dynamic among current players has changed to be a little bit more sensitive?
If you've never been that good and you got a podcast now and you're talking greasy, that'll never be taken respectfully. Like some of these cats with their podcasts, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, don't talk like you was that guy. I was that guy. I can talk like this. If I'm not that guy, I'm not going to talk like I was that guy. If I mention your name, it means I love you and respect you. Like, I used to love Dwight. He did something I couldn't do. I wish I could jump that high. I love Dwight Howard. A lot of people don't know that this is my first time saying that. But as a big brother, I ain't going to let my little brother slide. So I want you to be better than me. So, like, a lot of people who don't understand this thing of ours, they think it's hate. No, it ain't hate. I'm telling you how to get here. You know I'm here, dog. I'm telling you how to get here. If you don't want to get here,
that's on you.
And that's why I kind of had to, lay off him a little bit.
So as y'all can see, Shaquille O'Neal basically talking about Dwight Howard, how he has love for this guy, and he looks at Dwight as a younger brother. But, a lot of people, when I was going into social media, a lot of people feel like Shaq is just all cap. It's just a lot of tongue in cheek. And, he's always had some type of hate in his blood for Dwight Howard. Now, Dwight Howard actually was on social media as well, and he responded to that. I'm going to show y'all his response in a little bit. But, other people on social media, like they said, they feel like Shaq is a bully or it's just cap. But whenever the topic of Dwight Howard comes into play, Shaq has always been extra. Now, these guys have been in the news as of late because the Orlando Magic, they retired Shaquille O'Neal's jersey. Dwight Howard feel like if Shaq's number had got retired, then his number along with Anthony Hardaway and I believe somebody else number should also be retired in Orlando as well. Gilbert Arenas, him and Shannon Sharp, they kind of talked about, the situation between Dwight and Shaq and who had the most impact for the team in Orlando. If I'm not mistaken, Gilbert was saying that he feel like Dwight had more of an impact in Orlando than Shaquille O'Neal.
The Magic will retire Shaq's number 32. There's no question. He's the best player in Magic history, followed closely behind Dwight. Oh, you got Dwight?
In Magic history?
Who you got?
I was only there 4 years. Like, we're not talking about, Shaq's body of work. We're just saying Orlando, that's 4 years. I mean, yeah, you was breaking backboards and stuff, but, 3-time All-NBA Defensive Player of the Year, rebounding champ, All-Star, 6 All-NBAs. And, his resume is just bigger than Shaq's in that jersey. The better player, of course, talent-wise, Shaq, but in that jersey, I can see Dwight.
I really don't know if I agree or disagree with that. I got to talk to the bosses, I believe, when we talk about Gilbert Arenas and that take. But it has definitely been an ongoing feud, in my opinion, when we talk about Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard. And the thing about it that I don't like is just don't be phony about it. But Dwight Howard, he went and responded. He said he don't really have any problem with Shaq. He never did have a problem. And hopefully, they can mend that issue. But it's just been so much going down and so much that has been said in history. I feel like it's best of those guys to just part ways. Shaquille O'Neal was taking shots at Dwight Howard, I think earlier this year when Dwight was playing in Taiwan. Him and Charles Barkley was having some things to say about Dwight Howard. And Dwight Howard has been in the news for all the wrong reasons as well this year specifically. But, him and Shaquille O'Neal, this seems to be a never-ending drama story. And it always seems to be fueled by Shaquille O'Neal. And Shaquille feel because he has been such a great player, I feel sometimes he think that his word is law. And a lot of things I just don't agree with Shaq and his delivery. But, it's hard to go against someone that is so solidified, so proven. But at the end of the day, we all are men and we all want to be respected. And too many times have I felt like maybe Shaquille O'Neal has kind of went out of bounds when we talking about Dwight Howard. But it's at it again. It seems like this thing never fails. And just to see Shaquille O'Neal kind of go on Trae Young podcast talking about how, he felt like a big brother. And he, it's like he's saying all the right things. But again, who treats their brother like that, blood or not? Like, he just always seemed to try to throw Dwight Howard under the bus. And some guys are driven off of that and play better and have a great career off of being pushed in a certain direction. I'm not quite sure that's the same case for Dwight Howard, though, even though to me he is still a Hall of Famer and, of course, a world champion as well. But what y'all think about Shaquille O'Neal bringing up Dwight Howard in his interview with Trae Young and what he had to say? Do y'all agree with the stuff that Shaquille O'Neal's saying, or do y'all feel like what the rest of the internet was pretty much saying is it's bogus, it's cap, and Shaquille O'Neal is a big old hater, especially when it comes to Dwight Howard? What's your thoughts and opinions, and who had the better career as far as Orlando goes, Dwight Howard or Shaquille O'Neal? I know Dwight did some unbelievable things in Orlando, but, you know, to me, I don't know, man. That's still Shaquille O'Neal's talent at the end of the day. Like, I saw that firsthand when Shaq came into the league from LSU and how box office, how much impact he had brought, you know, to that organization and to the city. So I don't know. It's a real tough call, but I'm going to let you guys decide here on the Mitchell Report. I'm Seven Mitchell, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Dwight Howard, Shaquille O'Neal. What was the most dramatic moment in this whole situation with Shaq and Dwight Howard, man? Drop that thing in the comment section and subscribe to the channel for more of the video, man. Let me know y'all thoughts and opinions. I am out. Peace. Be sure to smash that like button, and if you enjoy the Mitchell Report series, leave a little quick tip or donation at the Super Thanks. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.